Somebody is
I
just
think
throwing
you
me.
do. I feel like pretty much in all the isekai genres, it starts with the character dying and then being reborn.
Welcome everybody to this week of Chattalyst. So two things right off the bat. Two things right off the bat. First, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of
Hmm.
Darkness. His funeral procession was today, and it was as big and grand as he was. So, and then second, on a lighter note, it's Leo season. I'm excited.
As in, like, the star sign Leo?
Yes.
I see. I see. What makes that season special?
It's the season of the Leo. It's all of our birthdays. What do you mean?
Oh, yes. That's true. That's true. We're going to be celebrating your birthday quite soon.
Yeah, there is that. So yeah, listeners, my birthday is actually next week, which the people pleaser in me has separated it into two events so that the duality of my friends can hang out and be comfortable in two different ways. So yeah.
It's very smart to do. I think most people are in that boat where they've got, some friends that have certain vibes and some friends that have other vibes. And you go do the different things with the different friends.
Oh yeah.
It totally makes sense.
Obviously it's Saturday or the weekend and we go into the bar with bar friends. And then you were not bar friends. I realized every show was like, you're not bar friends. You're going to the other one.
Yeah.
You're
We're the
going
family
bowling.
friendly friends, which is funny because that kid won't even be there.
Right.
But
Yeah, I was
yeah,
like, oh, I might
we're
choose this family
bowling.
friendly thing where everybody, if they need to, it'll be fine. And you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get a sitter. I'm like, that works too. It's
It's
also
mainly
fine.
it's mainly the sound.
uh,
That particular bowling alley is really loud at night.
mhm,
Though, he'd like the colors and stuff, but he probably would get pretty tired of us covering his ears the whole time.
possibly.
And he'd probably just yank off any like headphones or muffs or etc.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of like him bowling because it's like, oh, he can bowl. He can just like push the ball. It's like he's
He can be the
one.
ball.
Yeah, be the
You just
ball.
gotta get whoosh.
To be the ball. No, I realize he. I don't even think it's actually old enough. Maybe. Well, maybe he is to like push the ball. Maybe with assistance.
He has pushed light balls. I just blew up a light one of those, balls you would get like at the big ball bins at
Oh yeah,
Walmart.
yeah. The big like
Yeah.
plastic air filled
Yeah.
balls.
I
Yeah.
actually didn't put quite enough air in it. I need to put a bit more in it, but it is very fun watching him wander around with that.
Sure.
I bet it's tricky for you because of your hearing in really loud places. You have to probably rely a lot more on like really concentrating on individual people.
It depends, and really like concerts and things, absolutely. But and it'll be a little bit different when I have two hearing aids again. Right now, I'm just working off of the one, but you
Oh,
can change in some of them, not all of them, but some of them are like kind of smart hearing aids where you can Bluetooth it to your phone and you can change the atmosphere that you're in, like the environment. So if you're in a really loud
that's
environment, you can change that.
cool.
Yeah.
That is quite legit.
But I haven't had to do that in a long time because again, I have the one now. It's just like, yeah, eventually we'll get
Yeah,
on that.
yeah.
But how are you? How's it
I'm
going?
doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. I woke up a little earlier than I normally did today, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I only have one question on my little document that I should have put it on the I guess I could have put it on the shared document, but I just wrote it down anywhere to remember. And it was during Alex's stream today. I had it on in the background. And it's about time loops. So
Time
whenever
loops.
you whenever you want it, I'll fire it at you.
All right, pop quiz, time loops. Oh, what? Yeah, all right. Let's get into it. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. So In Outer Wilds, there's a time loop. And so it made me think, if you were stuck in a time loop, what kinds of things would you do? Because you know that there would be no consequences for your action. Groundhog Day style.
Right? Actually, and funny enough, all I can think of is the supernatural time loop where Dean just kept dying.
Oh, it's funny because I haven't watched pretty much any Supernatural, but I've seen that episode.
It's a great
I guess
episode.
yeah, there must be a reason for that. But yeah, my friend showed me that particular episode.
Oh.
It was quite sweet. I remember that him getting like death by food poisoning at one point in that episode, and that being kind of funny.
It started just getting wild near the end. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? Especially
Yeah.
because Sam's panicking, just trying so hard to keep any of the other things from happening, and then something new and exciting shows up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
see, what would I do in a time loop if I knew there weren't any consequences? Is it like a time loop where it resets that day?
Yes.
Okay.
You wake up in the morning and then it's like, okay, you're reliving the same day.
Have till 11:59 p.m.
Because you couldn't travel very far, unfortunately.
I mean,
Only as far as you can get in 24 hours.
yeah. Well, like you could, like even to Australia, it's gonna be a 20-hour trip, but you'd only have 4 hours there. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, and the majority of that would be on the plane, which would just then be, what kind of wild shit would you just attempt to pull off on the plane because you can and you have 20
That's
hours?
true. No consequences.
I feel like the boring ones would be, sure, rob a bank. Why not?
That would be fun.
Uh,
If you called me up and be like, hey, I'm stuck in a time loop. Do you want to rob a
I'll
bank with
rob a
me?
bank.
I'd be like, what? And all right.
Yeah, what else would I do? Probably try to sneak into some places, like cool places that
Go try to
us
pet an
lowly
owl at the
level
zoo.
places wouldn't be able to be. Oh my god! Well, I don't know if I would pet an owl. An owl would mess me up. Uh,
Yeah, what enclosures at the zoo can you safely sneak into?
redhead sighted.
Oh,
phone in
did you
here?
leave your phone? This is your
Maybe.
phone.
Oh, thank you.
Redhead snuck into the enclosure.
You. No, I wouldn't mess with birds because birds of prey can be spooky.
They are. They are.
Where did I say that? And I'm like, however, I would go hang out with like cheetahs and jaguars 1,000,000%,
Yep.
which would also maul my face.
That's
but,
another point. Like, if you die, does the time loop reset? That's another important
Mm,
detail. I guess we're assuming that if you die, you also get to be reset.
mm. Yeah, because if you die and it doesn't reset, then maybe less dangerous thing.
Making crazy financial decisions would definitely be fun. Just like
Blowing all
buying
your money
ridiculous
that day
food.
on something. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be experiences that you could enjoy that day. So,
Yeah, because you can't just drop a shit ton of money into the stock market and be like, all right, and then the next day it's over. Like, oh, fuck.
yeah. Yeah.
Probably ride a motorcycle, which seems to be rearing its head into my life now. The stipulation is I need a motorcycle. Apparently.
No, you
That's
don't.
a-
Well, no,
that's
you
the
don't. You can
consensus.
in this universe, you can just steal one.
True. In the time loop universe, I can just steal one. In real universe,
But
I
yeah,
have
in
to
real
buy one.
life, you have to like get one. It's a whole thing.
Yes.
Life isn't GTA for better and for worse.
Unfortunately, which, to be fair, yeah, in a time loop scenario, I would probably treat it vaguely like GTA.
I wonder. Yeah, I could go like assassinate people if I wanted to, but I would have to get to their location, which could be challenging.
True.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, what would you
There's
do?
a lot of there's a lot of things that like would take too long. Like
Mhm.
you go skydiving, but like there's a whole process you have to go through to
You
go
have to like
skydiving.
train to do that, right?
Yeah, you do, which makes sense.
Yeah.
maybe take a flight down to Disney
Ooh,
and yeah, and Universal because the at least the California ones are pretty close by flight.
yeah.
That could be fun.
If I w-
Hawaii's a little far by flight. That's a pretty long
say
flight.
if I wasn't super jet lagged, I would definitely want to go to Tokyo Disney. That would be fun.
Yes, I would want to do the Nintendo world.
Oh yes.
Yes,
They
that'd
also
be
have
very cool.
a Studio Ghibli World thing, and I want to go to that so badly, so badly.
The other thing you could do in a time loop is like say things to people to see their reactions with no consequences,
You'd have
which would
consequences
be
that day, so depending on what you
that's
say.
true. You wait till like right before the time loop ends and you're like,
Yeah.
let me tell you how I really feel.
Oh, and then
Who
what?
needs therapy when you can do time loop shenanigans?
Oh
Yeah, and I wonder how long let's say you have a button that you can press to end the time loop whenever you want to. How many days would you want to dick around before you're like, "Okay, I've had my fun. Time to get back to regular schmegular life."
man. I mean, if you're resetting a time loop, I don't know so much how much regular schmegular life you'd begin, but probably 5. 5 is usually a good amount of time for me.
5 days.
To be
You've done what you
anywhere.
want to do.
Yeah.
It would be of course tricky to now have all of these memories that nobody else has. So you don't want to do it for so long that you start to lose your sense of reality.
Yeah, you
That's
bring that
too
up mid
risky.
conversation, and people will be like, that didn't
What?
happen.
I'm like,
But
oh right, that's when I was stuck in the time loop. Of
you're like,
course.
but what do we need to? Are you okay? Do you need help?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, that could get tricky and messy. Oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, here, since we're talking about fun, random ass scenarios, if you were to be left in, or just like sent to any reality, and I'm gonna include books and movies and TV shows, like any of those, what would you want to go to?
It depends on if I'm visiting or if I'm living there.
We'll say living
Hmm.
there.
Okay, living there long term. I tend to gravitate towards science fiction. I'm trying to think of a science fiction universe that doesn't like have too much dystopia. Oh, I would want to go live on the planet preservation in the Murderbot Diary series because it's a world of peace and cooperation
Ooh.
uh amidst well not amidst but right outside a world of corporate control. So it's like a little happy peaceful planet outside a dystopian hellscape, but that's where I would park it. That's where I would park it. How about you?
Oh, God, I don't know. Probably, honestly, Lord of the Rings would probably be great for me. Specifically, I'll go live with the elves.
I was gonna say, I was like, would she live with the hobbits? No, she'd live with the
Ooh, I'd live with
elves.
the elves.
100%. We would go be living with the hobbits. We could visit.
Yeah, there you go.
We'd
Visit.
be the tallest hobbits around,
Be
and you'd be
awesome.
the shortest elf.
I would be the shortest elf, yeah. And look at my 5'5" ass and be like, you shouldn't be here.
Something happened.
Uh, I don't want to live with the humans. I do that already. It's boring.
True,
I don't
true.
want it.
Yeah, no, I feel like the hobbits know how to live.
I feel
Eat,
like
drink, and be merry.
I feel like some other answers would be like aesthetics wise, be like Bloodborne. Reality wise, absolutely nothing like
Yeah,
Bloodborne,
yeah.
Demon Souls,
Like
Dark Souls.
it's gorgeous, and then you think about actually existing
You're
in
like,
that
oh, I'll
universe,
die
and you're
in
like,
five
oh, I would
minutes.
die instantly.
Yeah.
Just right away. There'd be no buffer time. It's over for you.
Yeah, that would be not great.
Yeah, go like getting to go on like a tour of the fictions.
Did
I mean,
you?
there are certain characters I would just want to meet because they're funny and hilarious. Like, let me meet all the characters of the Phoenix Wright series, even though they mostly live in our reality,
Well,
except
yeah.
except when you murder someone you were tried the day after.
Yeah,
and you
that's
and
not
there's
how that
and
works.
you're guilty until proven innocent. So
That's how that
the
works, sort of.
the legal system is rough.
Yeah.
Not great.
Have you
But besides that,
have you ever seen the movie? And I feel like there's gonna be a handful of people, and I hope, I pray, sound off in the comments. Have you ever seen the movie Page Master?
I'm gonna Google it. It sounds vaguely familiar. I might have only seen the
Lisa,
trailer.
don't make me feel old, please.
The Page Master.
Mhm.
No, I have not seen the. Oh, wait. Okay, I saw it, but I was so little that I don't remember it
Okay.
very well. So I might need to rewatch this film.
Yeah, give it a rewatch. Give it a rewatch with the kid too. It'd be
Kellen,
fun.
do you want to watch it? Okay, so it starts out live action and then goes animated.
Mm-hmm. Which, of course, I've seen it. It's an animated movie. That just happens. Majority of animated movies. Yeah. So the thing about that movie is you get to you go into the books, like you see the world. If we could do that, that'd be awesome. And then just hop back out again at
Just
some point.
hop right back out. Yeah, and it's interesting too because the constraints of the fiction would determine how like one-dimensional the characters are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of them would be very rich, like just as intense personalities as us day to day, and some would basically be like NPCs repeating the same words over and over.
I would hope that they would have like a little bit of personality. They can even be dry and dull, but if they can at least come up with something to say, that would be fine.
So you know how like the isekai genre is super popular right now.
Oh yeah.
It's also popular in webcomics, and there's a huge genre on webtoon where it's women getting reborn into like fantasy marriages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of them are book themed. Some of them like read the book and now are living the life of the book. Uh
Interesting.
and yeah, no, they'll mess with the mechanics of that as well and decide like uh what happens when you interact with characters that weren't like originally written in the book.
Hmm.
Uh I've read a few webcomic isekais and they vary wildly in quality, but they can be a lot of fun. Yeah, depends on what your thing is.
Refresh me what an isekai is again. I know it,
The
but
no, you're good. The premise is a person usually dies and then is reborn in another life. I don't know if it
okay.
qualifies as an isekai if you're reborn in your own life like 10 years ago because there's also a lot of fiction that does that as well.
Do they
Um
have to die, or what is it when
I
somebody is
I
just
think
thrown
you
into?
do. I feel like pretty much in all the isekai genres, it starts with the character dying and then being reborn.
What is an
Uh,
isekai? Here we go. Japanese term for a subgenre of fiction most commonly found in manga, anime, video games, where protagonist is transported or reincarnated into another
okay, it
world.
can also be
I
transported.
say because I think there's an anime I used to watch, Zero no Skyma, where it's this normal ass kid from human world school who gets transported into a fantasy world, basically,
Nice,
with like
nice.
magic wielders and all that stuff. So
It's fun to live out that fantasy. I totally get it.
doing magic would be fun.
Yeah. I love me a fantasy series where the magic is pretty consistent. It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be perfectly logical, obviously. But Mistborn is really good for this. I really love the magical physics of
Mhm.
Mistborn. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I got introduced to. I haven't read any. I mean, I sort of have. Where the magic is super different between, but I did get to learn growing up that yeah, they change the way magic works in specific series, and yeah, a lot are super logical, and they're like, no, X can't exist without Y, so if this happens, then this goes away, or also like, it's not super magical, but Full Metal Alchemist, the concept of equivalent exchange where you can't have this without
Yeah.
something else going, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a really cool system too. I really like that one.
yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that Harry Potter is infamous for having a very inconsistent magic system.
yeah. It just
Not
is.
yeah.
It is, and it works, and it does the thing. It's like, oh, okay. And then, yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of other ones are more, yeah, consistent's a good word.
Did you touch the Aragon series at all?
N-
The dragon one?
No, I
That's totally
briefly, I
cool.
read like a little bit. My mom read more than I did on that, but I've heard that that's a great series.
That one has the magic system with like words of power, which
Okay.
is also a fun way to do it. I think
Skyrim.
I think my favorite one's Mistborn.
Okay.
For magic systems anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Uh, Mortal Instruments had a little bit of magic in it. Uh, what else have I read? I've read a lot of things. I'm just like blanking because I also tend to go back for the same books again. The only other one I can think of isn't even magic. It's actually you might like it because it's more of a science fiction-y kind of thing.
Heck yeah.
And I read it when I was a teenager. I've gone back and read it, and it's like, oh, okay, this still kind of holds up. It's called The Duplicate.
The duplicate.
Actually, hold on, I have it over here
Oh
in my
hey!
side table.
Strong title right off the bat. Published in 1988.
Old book. So it's this.
Hey! You gotta love when book covers used to look like that.
Look at how yellow and just like old these pages are. And stained. Oh my god. Yeah, no, this book is ancient. This was like from middle school, I want to say. And I'm turning 32, so 20 years. Old book.
It's lived a long life.
It's lived
A
a long
long
life.
life.
It's a good book, though. It's about duplicating yourself and
That
clones.
would definitely have a lot of ramifications.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to explore that. Have you seen much Black Mirror?
Yes, I've seen a
I
chunk anyway. Not the new
I
stuff, at least,
I
but.
generally enjoy the first 60 to 70% of any given Black Mirror episode,
Mm-hmm.
and then the endings tend to go way too far
Oh.
and lose me. It's just I feel like sometimes maybe I wasn't made for adult television entirely because sometimes I feel like a story will be really really strong and really interesting, and then there will be like dialogue or visuals that I'm just like, was that necessary? It just takes me out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I have that with a lot of horror movies now because the majority of them, it's not even the adult factor, it's just the majority of them are all for shock value. And so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
assault and stuff happens, and like,
yeah.
could we have.
That's not why.
Was it
That's not
important
why
to
I'm
the
here.
storyline? Like,
I'm here for a cool, spooky, mystery, psychological thriller. That's my like ideal.
yeah,
I love
like freak me
thrillers.
out, make me
Yeah,
nervous. Like,
yeah.
bring back the grudge. That shit was wild when I was younger. We would
What's the oldest horror movie we watched? Oh, The Thing. We watched The Thing.
watch the thing.
I like that movie. It's good.
I don't know if I've actually ever seen the thing, surprisingly. Granted, there are a
Yeah.
lot of old horror movies I haven't seen, and
Yeah.
I
I
get
mean, I
crap
haven't
for it.
watched that much. Only watched a handful of horror movies. I've watched Get Out, which I really
Mm.
enjoyed. Uh, Bird Box, I believe, is the title of the one where it's a horror universe in which you're not allowed to look at anything
Ah,
or you'll be
yes.
taken by the demon spirit things. It's unclear what they are. I really liked that one.
Yeah, Bird Box was good. I have seen that one.
Yeah. I
That
made the mistake of watching that one late at night too. So
that got you late at night. Just don't look at it. It's fine. You'll be fine.
well, that wasn't the visuals. It was the Oh, you mean don't look at it.
Yeah, don't look at
No.
it.
Fuck you, Chelsea. Fuck you.
Oh.
It was very cosmic horror. It was very like, yeah. What would you have to see that would make you do that? It's like it just makes you question everything.
One that always comes back to my mind is Would You Rather, which
I
is
haven't seen that one.
it's a extreme game of Would You Rather.
Of
It's
course, of
yep.
course.
So it's yeah, it gets brutal for sure.
I have actually watched Squid Games. I don't
Okay.
feel like I'm the target demographic for it. But like I did have fun with it actually.
Realizing now, I feel like I've only seen one season of Squid Games because like the
I
next.
haven't seen the rest. I've only seen the first season.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was done after that, and then I heard, oh yeah, season three. I was like, season three? What do you mean season three? All right, well, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like, when you're recruiting a bunch of, you know, desperate kind of shitty people, like it does make it interesting because it kind of reflects how actual reality TV works.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It was a very interesting
Did you
story.
ever watch I haven't watched any of the new stuff. This was all teenager years. But did you ever watch like Survivor or anything?
Have I watched any reality TVs? The question.
Yeah, or that.
Oh, I've seen like clips of like 90 Day Fiance
Okay.
or what's the one where the nanny like goes around to families that need help and she teaches them?
It's like Mary Poppins. I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Super Nanny. I think it's a British
Oh.
show. That
Oh
show
wait, I
is
have
really
seen that.
dark.
Oh my
Oh my god,
god.
it can be very cute and lovely at times because of how fast she can make a difference, but
Mm.
also sometimes it's just the parents just don't know what to do. Sometimes it's just straight up neglect or child abuse and you're like super uncomfortable.
Have you seen Wife Swap?
Yeah, I've seen clips. I've seen
That
clips.
show gets crazy. It is
There
insane.
writers and directors of those shows are very good at choosing people and
Oh yeah.
situations that'll bring out the most drama.
Like
And
these
so
ones will get
like
us views for sure.
yeah, 100%. And so having that in the backdrop, yeah, it's quite interesting. Have you seen any Taskmaster,
Oh yeah.
the British show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yes.
so hot take.
Ooh.
I the only reason I have paused watching Taskmaster, and I went back and like watched like some of the older seasons.
Hmm.
So it's because I just like some of the judge decisions, because it's just why can't I remember the judge's name? He says it all the time. I just don't agree with it all.
Oh.
And like I think that's part of the fun is like you can subjectively decide who you think did the best at the task.
Hmm.
And the most fun to me is like imagining how you yourself would do the task and how you would react in the situation when presented with it. But, I'm thinking of going and watching individual tasks and just skipping past the judging sections because sometimes he pisses me off, and I'm like, "That should have won. That's not fair." But yeah.
That's so funny. I mean, I watch it. I don't even. I guess I don't really pay too much attention to the actual like winners of some of them I do, and I was like, oh come on now.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
majority of them, I was like, it's whatever, because he gets to choose. It's his shit. So
No,
I'm like, yeah.
that's they did keep it very simple. It's not meant to be objective.
No.
It's just meant to be what that particular dude's tastes
Yeah.
are. And
Oh yeah.
so it's kind of like when you're watching video game or movie reviews, which I haven't really done very much of,
I don't.
but you have to find if you're looking for someone that you could trust, you have to look for someone that has similar tastes as you. And so like when Alex is considering whether to like play something or watch something, he's way more likely to if someone that he knows shares his tastes gave it a positive review.
I
Yeah.
will. There are some YouTubers that I will watch them play through games first.
Are you guys having a really terrible time?
No, I set him down, and he walked right over here to come see you.
Okay, real quick. Real quick. You can come get one kiss.
Okay.
One kiss.
Okay.
Mwah.
I set him down in the kitchen, and he just took off all the way down to here and just put his hand on the door.
Oh, it's okay. You'll have me back soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Baby cameo.
God, what was I saying? Oh, I'll watch YouTubers play games sometimes before I play them, unless I want them blind, like Clear
Yeah,
Obscure.
yeah.
I went in completely blind. Little Nightmares, I didn't go in blind, but I wanted to do it myself. Little Nightmares 2, I don't remember if I went in blind or not. But like Dark Souls, Five Nights, like I was one of the ones who watched Mark play that first and was like, oh, okay, this is fun.
I've also watched Markiplier play it many years ago.
Oh yeah, to just pop off names, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, like
Yeah,
absolutely...
I remember growing up with them as well. I think I watched PewDiePie play Until Dawn, which was my first time kind of watching through that game.
See, I never watched PewDiePie, and I know he's like one of the biggest. Like,
I know, right?
I just never watched him. I watched the other two.
I didn't watch as much of him as Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. But yeah, it was quite a time. It was quite a time.
I've actually been going back through Jenna's old videos lately.
Jenna Marbles.
All the dog content I could want. I'm just like, I need happy vibes. I'm gonna go back down the nostalgia hole, and I'm just gonna pull up some Jenna
a very
videos.
lovely, bubbly person.
She is.
Yeah, I bet she's doing great in her own thing.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I know she got married. I don't remember if. I feel like she was also having a kid, but I don't
I believe it.
remember that for sure. But yeah, yeah. No, she hopped off and living her life, and was like, "Yep, let her be a 30-plus-year-old lady." She did her
Damn
job.
right,
She
damn
got
right.
us through our adolescent years, so it's great.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I still can remember like being shown one of the ASDF videos for the first time. And like I hadn't watched that much online content at that point. So that's kind of like a punch in the face.
Yeah. Old YouTube was a wild place.
Indeed,
Singing,
indeed.
like Happy Tree Friends and shit, and that stuff was crazy. I don't know.
I didn't watch that, but I've heard about it.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I can imagine. Yeah, it's always funny to go back and watch old stuff, and some of it aged just fine, and some of it aged like milk. And you're like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yep.
you would not make this one today.
No.
There's a disclaimer at the beginning of the Apollo Justice series that hey, we've presented content in its original form here. And you're like, huh, I wonder why they have that disclaimer. And then you get a case that involves panty snatching, and you're like, I see, I
gotcha.
see. But it is okay. I know it sounds bad, but actually, it is kind of like funny. Like it doesn't seem bad. Like the person that did it is rightfully like punished and shamed for it. And funny enough, all the people's panties get returned. You get those back.
Awesome.
They're also giant bloomers instead
Oh my
of
gosh.
panties, which makes it less weird, I guess. Or more weird.
Well,
Just
no,
depending on how you think of it.
I want to say it makes it less weird, and for the obvious desexualization of it is probably why like that's more fun because it's funnier that
Yeah.
way.
There's a lot of games and media out there that on their face look like, for pretty young audiences, and then you actually play or watch them and you're like, "Oh, there's some stuff in here that really young people probably shouldn't see."
Have you gone back and watched? I don't know how much like cartoons and stuff you watched growing up. Have you gone back and watched some of our old cartoons?
So, I was a PBS kid.
Okay.
So, I was pretty sheltered.
Okay.
But I've watched the Sonic Boom cartoons as an adult and I freaking love those. I can't wait to show those to Kellen. I love media that has jokes that are just got by adults
Mhm.
and you're like, thank
Dude,
you.
SpongeBob did that, and going back for some things was like, oh, you guys went off. I see. No, I miss things like, well, Ren and Stimpy is in a world of its own. It's not. I wouldn't even say that was for kids necessarily. I owned one of the VHS tapes. But yeah, that show was wild. The Angry Beavers was fun.
I mean, there is some anime because we did get to watch some anime growing up, and there's one called Mishishi. I don't know if you've heard of this one, but it's all about it's all about spirits. And it is a horror mystery show, and they show some really effed up stuff in it. But yeah, I grew up watching that, and it was great, and I would recommend it. Between the horror parts, it's like sweet and atmospheric. So really gotta sell
okay.
that.
He looks familiar. I don't know if I actually sat down and watched all of this or anything.
It is a little bit of a slower paced show. I feel like it's yeah. You kind of it's one of those shows that you know from the first like 5 minutes whether it's for you or not.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yes. But that's a good point. If I had been shown this show as an adult, would I love it? Or do I just love it because I was shown it so young? Hard to tell.
That kind of makes me want to go back and watch Inuyasha. That was mine. Adult Swim, like midnight Inuyasha comes on when you're supposed to be asleep so that you can go to school the next morning. Yeah. Good
There's
time.
some things that do lose their value. Like Alex rewatched all of Teen Titans with me. And
Oh,
the other day he brought it up and he's like,
which one? The good one?
not
or
the
fucking
the
Teen
original,
Titans?
the
No.
OG. I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't watch it as a kid, but I watched it when I was like, I would have been like 20 or so.
Mhm.
Uh, and he's like, yeah, that was one that didn't 100% hold up for me. You can like notice that, some of the animations, some of the jokes, they're like not as good. But that is, to be fair, we're also exposed to such high quality like television. It's hard to go from watching like a show like Severance and then go watch How I Met Your Mother because you're like, this doesn't have the same production value. They're not the same thing,
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you
I'm
can
still
definitely
gonna
have
go
your comfort
rewatch
shows.
Buffy over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah,
That
of course.
and my guilty pleasure, which is Gossip Girl, which fight me. I don't care. It's terrible people doing terrible things to other terrible people, and they're all in high school. It's
Hey,
fantastic show.
there's sometimes watching horrible people do horrible things makes your life and your actions feel that much better by comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that rewatching Buffy as much as I have, seasons like 1 through 3 can be season 1, which it's the first season, is like a little slow for me. But also, I know what happens later, so I'm like, let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also funny too because uh you once you've watched enough stuff, you start to notice
Mm-hmm.
when the writing isn't strong in a piece. Um and sometimes everybody notices, like the finale for Game of Thrones. I haven't watched it myself, but my friends were fucking pissed.
Yeah, no, rightfully so.
Everyone was like giving examples of how they could write a better episode, and it's like, wow, how did you fuck up that badly?
So I was reading the books as the seasons and episodes were coming out, and they fucked up because as I was reading the books, there's at one point where they just like skip a huge chunk. They skipped a lot of stuff. There's some things that happened that I was like, why didn't you bring any of that back? Like in the books, oh god, the Stark's mom, Catelyn. She she's an interesting character. Yeah,
We love when characters become interesting.
Mm-hmm. You
I
if you
want
haven't
that.
read the
I
books,
need
you
that.
should read the books. They're long. Um, they can be, you gotta power through them sometimes, but yeah, no, those. It's so, I hate it when they do shit like that, and they're like, oh, this character, nah, fuck 'em. It's like, oh, okay, that was a plot point, but all right, sure, whatever you say, I guess.
There's a funny case of a character literally being forgotten by the writer. Akira Toriyama, who wrote Dragon Ball, had a character named Launch,
Mhm.
and she appeared for a bit. And this is hearsay. This is like I've heard this, so
We're
I'll
spreading
have to go
misinformation.
research this. That he just kind of forgot about her.
Oh,
Like it was they just kind of disappeared.
wow, that's impressive. After actually bringing her into the everything and just
She
no?
was I haven't read the manga, so I've only watched the show, but she was
Mhm.
only in a few episodes.
Oh, okay.
But she was fun. So,
Oh.
rip to a real one. She's out there doing her own thing.
In her own fantasy universe,
That's right.
living her life.
Exactly. Where all the characters forgotten by writers go.
Yeah, yeah. Have you had? Because I don't think we talked about this in the. Or well, no. I don't think we talked about this in the last episode. And if we did, my bad, we're doing it again. Have you had shows or movies or anything like adaptations of books that you really like or manga that you really like, and they just completely screwed it up?
Okay. Alex, I disagree on this one.
Okay.
And that's totally okay because having different media opinions makes the world more interesting. I do not like the TV adaptation of the Murderbot Diaries very much.
Okay.
I actually do like they shortened it to Murderbot because I feel like that is a better name
Mm-hmm.
in general for the theme of the what it's going for. I felt like the main character was a good pick for like I liked his acting, but I think maybe it just wasn't meant to be visualized in full 3D for me. Maybe it was better when it was just in my mind. And I also got the treat of having the Murdoch Diaries read aloud to me in its entirety by Alex. Because we did it while Kellen was still was like a newborn.
Oh, okay.
Is when we read it. He would sit on the couch, take care of the baby, and read aloud as I would like do laundry and do chores, or when we were in the car, he would read it aloud. So maybe nothing will ever come close to that experience. It's too perfect. It's too sacred. Yeah. What's an example of a adaptation absolutely not making its mark for you?
Oh, and I've told so many people this. Anytime anybody asks, my go-to is the Mortal Instruments series. They fucked it up. They fucked it up twice. They made a movie and they made a TV adaptation, and neither of them, like, props to the actors and actresses in it. They did great. The writers did whatever they wanted, it seemed like. And, yeah, that thing where characters die. The character they killed off in the first couple episodes of I refuse to watch the movie. It's like I've heard and read reviews, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna waste my time. But the TV one, at least, in the first couple episodes, they killed off a character who doesn't ever die. She's never dead. She lives the entire way through. She develops a relationship with another plot point character.
Oof. How are you gonna deal with that?
Yeah. And I feel like maybe they were rushed too. I could actually do some like research into it and see if they were rushed and stressed about getting another season. But they skipped over a lot. And they just like, yeah.
I am weird with media where I tend not to like to reread or rewatch things until it's very novel for me.
Mm.
So I don't really go back and reread and rewatch stuff very much.
Okay.
Unless if I can tell it's time if I can't summarize the plot to you at all. And I'm like, okay, I've basically forgotten it. So I could do that for Full Metal Alchemist because when people when people ask me like, "Oh, you like Full Metal Alchemist? Like, Nate, tell me about your favorite characters, your favorite plot points." I'm like, "Oh, I don't remember shit. I guess I have to rewatch it." But yeah.
Dax and I were actually talking about The Alchemist the other day, and because we were talking about the differences of what was it? So, how sometimes they can be like to the manga, following the storyline, and they're very loyal to it, and then other times they just kind of veer off, which like the original Fullmetal Alchemist kind of veered off a bit, did whatever, and then Brotherhood was very much more loyal and straightforward. And I told him that the only thing that I remember from that is being so bitter and so painful. Spoiler skip ahead like maybe 30 seconds of having to deal with Hugh's death twice. I finished regular Full Alchemist and it hurt. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, Brotherhood's out," and I was like, "But I already finished it." It was like, "All right, fine, I'll go through and watch Brotherhood," and it happened again. It was like, still hurts.
Yep.
Just as bad.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so that's why I haven't watched a lot of film adaptations. Like I read through the Hunger Games trilogy, but never watched the movies, for instance. Because I'm just like, oh, I've already read that story. I think nowadays I'm much more open to rereading and rewatching because I understand the unexpected and interesting things that can be gleaned even if you understand the story. Like I was really hesitant, for instance, even to play Breath of the Wild because I had already watched Alex play through a lot of it. And that's not even a very story heavy game. There is. But then I played through it myself. I'm like, okay, it is a very different experience playing it yourself versus watching other. But I am very hesitant. And I really like to go as blind in as games and shows and video games as possible. But, when people pitch stuff to me, absolutely. I do like being pitched things. I might be reading Hail Mary, which is by the same guy that wrote The Martian. Because that's one book that's been pitched to me heavily by Lacey. So that might be my next go-to. I read things on my phone because it's the only way I'll get through.
Well, and you have it on you more often. You don't have to worry about carrying a book around. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Same reason people walk around with like their tablets and stuff. Same deal.
Yeah.
Phone's just
it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute since I actually started the book. Because the last book I read wasn't as fun for me. It was the second book in the Locked Tomb series, and so I was kind of like, it was all right. I mean, it was definitely it was a high quality book, but I might not have been the target demographic for it. You know that vibe. And so I haven't bought a book since. I haven't downloaded the book since. So I'm like, I have to try again. It's time to get back into it instead of just like dicking around on other things.
Like, obviously, I've been editing and typing mine, but I also need to get back into like reading something. And I'm interested in possibly reading one of my other friends' favorite series, the Wheel of Time series.
Oh, I've heard that's infamous.
Right? Yeah, me too. And I'm like, maybe.
Or you could start Dune.
Start Dune.
Well, if you decide to read a book If it's not Wheel of Time, let me know. Maybe we can book club it because it's definitely been fun to find someone that like uh has read or watched the same thing recently as I have and get to chat about it. So
Oh, there you go. That could be
like
your
keep me in the loop.
Patreon content. We could have book club.
Yeah, book club. Fucking book club. We just come up with the best ideas. Episode 2, we're already like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be TV show club or movie club. The only
If
thing
it's
is
TV show club, it has to be something that's accessible though, because not everybody has streaming services.
everything can be accessible if you just
Everything can be
believe.
accessible.
If you just
you
believe.
believe hard enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Yeah. No, it is tricky to watch TV shows that aren't kid friendly nowadays though.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I kind of stretch the definition of kid friendly when I put on Taskmaster cuz they say stuff that technically I wouldn't want Kellen to repeat. But
Yeah.
he's a year old. Like he'll be
He's fine.
fine. But
He's
I'm probably not
paying
going to
that
put
much
on
attention.
I'm not going to put on Full Metal Alchemist
Oh.
unless I'm like watching it by myself.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Of all the anime, that one's probably. I mean, I'm trying to think of which ones I wouldn't want. Granted, I've seen things like Ninja Nonsense, and there's a panty ninja in that. He just steals everyone's underwear. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a wild
they
one,
do. Anime do be having the pervert characters. There are tropes in anime that could be just left behind in the past, and no one would miss it.
though.
Just let it die. That'd be fine. I love anime that doesn't have it. Like Freyrin is really low on tropes. Spy Family is pretty low on tropes.
It's hard to find things that. I mean, yeah, like you said, low on tropes, but there's nothing that's not gonna have a trope in it, really.
It's gonna have a trope.
Yeah, it just.
There's no
it
such thing as
happens.
trope free.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching a Ghibli movie.
Yeah. Those are-
Mostly. Yeah. And they're really, really subtle.
Which reminds me, my next tattoo I do, and I already told my tattoo artist about it, and it's like, hey, I'll hit you up when I have like more details. I want a Spirited Away like shoulder to bicep piece so badly.
Ooh. I recently watched the play adaptation of that with my siblings and
I know
not
there was
recorded. I didn't watch it in person.
Mhm.
But it was really beautiful. It was very interesting to see how they managed to make all the props and the sets work and kind of convey what they were going for. But yeah, very, very cool story.
Yeah. You've seen the actual movie, right?
I've seen the actual
Oh,
movie
okay.
as well. Yes.
Please tell me you've seen the actual movie.
Yes. It's just been a lot longer since I've seen the movie.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the newest one that I had seen, and it's not even that new. Actually, it's not new anymore. Was Marrying the Witch's Flower.
I haven't seen that one.
I
The
have
most
it. You can borrow it if you want.
the most modern ones I've watched. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the list of titles.
Okay.
I watched The Secret Life of Arietti.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right title? I've said it before. This loaded. It was just called Arietti, I guess.
Yeah.
Which was in 2010. Enjoyed that.
I still haven't.
I recently
Seen
you haven't seen Ponyo? I watched that with Alex and we discovered that it has no central conflict. But I kind of don't care that much because it's just kind of like two kids going on an adventure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alex was like, "Yeah, no, there was no conflict," and I was like, "Yes, but I still love it." House Moving Castle might be my favorite one of all
House
time.
is
Even
good.
Alex was like, "No, normally Studio Ghibli movies aren't his really style." That one, he was like, "That was good." And holy shit! Okay, story time.
Okay.
So you've seen House Moving Castle?
Yes.
So do you remember when Hal is covered in green goo and he's very upset because Sophie threw out or like reorganized his bathroom, right?
Yeah, I don't remember the green goo. I remember him being covered in
yeah.
something, but yeah.
He's covered in something. He's very upset and he's naked, which is important for this story. When we're watching this is Alex's first time watching it. We're at my family's. He turns to me and says, "She totally saw his goo penis."
Oh my god.
And I'm like, "Oh, you can't just say that." So now, whenever it comes up, yeah, we think about Hal's goo penis, and how Sophie definitely saw it.
Oh, probably.
In the books, they get married and have a kid. So
Hey,
she saw more.
at some point, she did indeed see it. That is accurate.
Oh man, such a good movie.
Oh,
What else more recently? I guess From Up on Poppy Hill was a bit more recently than that because it was 2011. Enjoyed that as well.
which one's the one with the pig in the plane?
Oh, Porco Rosso! What a good
Yeah.
movie. Oh my god, the scene at the end is legendary where they're slowly fist fighting each other.
My Japanese teacher, I'm pretty sure, played that in class for us, actually. Or in Japanese club after school. But yeah, so that's how I got to watch that. Granted, she also showed us Grave of the Fireflies, which is
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm never going to watch it. I don't want to be sad by choice. That's actually part of the reason why I still haven't, and I do want to watch this one. Watch Princess Mononoke. Because someone told me that it was kind of sad, and I was like, well, I can't watch things that are sad. But now I'm like, everyone thinks Princess Mononoke is a really good film. It sounds cool. I gotta go try that out.
Yeah.
Because I've heard it's not nearly as dark as Grave of the Fireflies.
I also agree that you should watch Princess Mononoke. It's good.
I might have to watch that and discuss it with you then.
Yeah.
See if I can get Alex to watch
it again.
The other thing is that I have to watch things dubbed now because I'm not able to give 100% attention to the media I watch. But I grew up watching everything subbed.
I mean, I watch everything with subtitles anyway, so yeah. But dub can be fine. Dub can be fine until some of the voice actors are interesting choices, and then dub can be a little weird.
Yeah. I'm trying to find...
Did you ever watch Soul Eater?
I don't believe so.
Okay. There's between the normal voice actor and then the dubbed voice actor, there's a character whose voice just gets like a woman voices him, and it's fine. Like Ash was fucking voiced by a woman for yeah. But it kind of changed his personality a little bit for me when they did that, and it's like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Like, no, that can happen. I've definitely have. Sometimes even just starting a game, the voice acting will grind my gears, and sometimes I'll get used to it, sometimes I won't. An example of a time I did get used to it is, have you seen the game Slay the Princess at all?
Slay the Princess?
I think that would be a really fun stream game for you. Okay. Yeah. It's a choose your own adventure kind of style game where you're trying to get all the different endings, and there's it's horror elements. It's thriller elements. It's very, very fun. Well, the main voice actor, for some reason, I just didn't like his voice for the first 10 minutes. It took me a little while to be like, yes, I can get behind this. I'm down. But yeah, it's just some exposure therapy there.
Yeah, I'll add that to my catalog of games I need to play. I'm not as bad as Vex, but there's a bunch of horror games that I want to play, even though I've watched them. What is it? The Dark Anthology series, all of them. I want to play all of them.
The list only gets longer.
It does, unfortunately. I need to start playing them before more come out, and then the list just keeps getting bigger. But upcoming, like in September, there's Silent Hill F. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I think either it's September or it's October. Little Nightmares 3 comes out. I'm going to be doing that
Nice.
one. And then next year, Resident Evil, the new one comes out. And I'm like, all right, I have.
You got it stacked up. Oh,
Yeah.
I love looking forward to new game releases. I was
Yeah.
freaking so excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza. And I really want to see Death Stranding 2 with the older child. But we're
Apparently,
waiting to buy it. Yeah.
did you ever see or play Kindergarten? Because apparently the third one's out.
Kindergarten.
It's a messed up game, and you're just playing this child who's in kindergarten, and you go through a
Oh
whole
my
bunch of different
god.
scenarios. Honestly, I feel like Alex would really enjoy that, and you guys are totally love voice
Jeez.
acting.
Abstract puzzle adventure game?
And you get a bunch of different
Oh
endings
god.
and unlock things.
Very positive reviews.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. That sounds terrifying.
It's not terrifying. It's silly.
I have played some games that kind of remind me of that game. Like meta games, I guess is the way I would put it. Like there is no game, and I'm like looking at my Steam page to
Oh,
figure
I
it
think I've
out.
seen there is no game here or whatever
Yeah, that
it is.
one
Yeah.
was fun. Little self-contained experiences like that.
There are some that wait. Did you ever play Doki Doki?
Yes, I did play Doki Doki Literature Club.
Doki
Yes,
Doki. Love that game.
that was a fun time actually, unironically.
Playing that blind. Oh my god.
I didn't get to play it completely blind, I guess. Well, okay. I basically did. The only thing I knew was that it was a horror game.
I didn't know it was a horror game.
Now that pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
Everybody kept like hinting at things and they're like, "Oh yeah, this happened." It's like, okay, why are you guys being weird? And then it's like kept playing. It's like, oh, I get it. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Oh, Monica. Ooh,
I
Monica.
have only played one dating game, and I would recommend it. There is a toggle option if you want the spicy stuff or not want it. Katawa Shoujo, have you heard of that one? You're a dude that goes to a school that everybody has disabilities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't have if you guys if the people listening are not into the spicy stuff, I'm pretty sure you can turn those scenes off. But all of the stories that you can get with all of the girls are actually really interesting, and compelling. So it's my favorite visual novel that I've ever played.
So I played it thanks to our friend Sortier. Did you ever get to play or watch Hatful Boyfriend?
No, but I've seen clips. Oh, it looks hilarious.
Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, where you date everybody has disabilities. It's like, well, mine everybody was a bird. So, but they were cute birds, handsome birds.
Handsome burbs. I saw something recommended to me on Steam that honestly would actually be a really fun co-op stream for us, I feel like. It's called Date Everything.
I've heard of that. I've been told I need to play it, and I'm like,
if you play it, let me know. I'll see if I can hop in a Discord call for at least part of it so I get to enjoy it because it looks hilarious. And yeah, it looks very, very silly. I have played one game where all the characters are birds, Aviary Attorney, which is, Ace Attorney, but they're all birds.
So law, but birds.
Law, but birds. And they're also all French, if I'm remembering correctly. And the art style is incredible.
Oh, yeah. No, dating sims or other things like that one. Obviously, it's not a dating sim, but what is that called? That style of game. Like
visual novel?
Yeah. Visual novel games always have such a lovely art style.
You got it. It's kind of like one of your main Selling points.
Yes.
You generally don't have voice acting unless it's for the cutscenes, and
Well, yeah.
yeah. They switched to 3D models for the second game in the Apollo trilogy. And it was a bit of a transition,
Hmm.
but I understand why they did it, because you can have some more freedom, and I bet it probably saved them some time and money and gave them some flexibility. Because, yeah, if you're going to draw everything by hand,
Yeah.
that's a lot. I
Yes,
get
it
it.
is. Well, we are at time to go to the
Excellent.
Patreon section if we want. So,
Let's do it.
all right, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna hop on over to the Patreon. Otherwise, we will catch you next week in the Patreon. We can go over. This will be kind of a time for Astro Girlies, astrology girlies, and birthdays and fun things. We'll go over Sariah's birthday and signs and whatnot too. So.
Oh, boy.
Alright, catch you later.
Bye.